Taz the Podcast, a weekly feature of those that entertain, make us laugh, and make us feel for a better life.
Live from the studio on the Bougie Bus, somewhere on the side of the road in America. He is the Fruit Loop in a bowl of Cheerios. He's the guy that makes life happen. Taz Cable is Taz the Podcast.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Jones, creator of Twisty Knot, the little fashion accessory that easily creates the perfect knot in your t-shirts. Check out my podcast episode with Taz from season 1 to hear my story about how I invented and patented my product. And please visit twistyknot.com to see easy tutorials of all the ways that you can use Twisty Knot. That's twist-t-knot.com. Use code podcast and get 10% off your order.
Have you heard?
Heard what?
Comedy Couple Tees will print anything on a shirt.
Anything?
Anything.
What if I can't think of something funny to put on a shirt?
That's okay. They have lots of funny shirts on their website to choose from, or you can create your own custom shirt. You can also get a custom mask, phone case, mouse pad, and so much more.
I bet it's expensive though, right?
No way. You can get a full color picture printed on a white shirt for only $20.
$20?
Yup, they have great prices.
Where can I find them?
ComedyCoupleTees.com. That's ComedyCoupleTees.com.
Comedy Couple Tees. We print anything on a shirt.
Oh my God. So, several months ago when I started this little podcast and it went kind of crazy. And now on the 3rd season of my podcast, I get to interview the very host of the radio show that I am nothing on. Welcome, the Big Damn Jammers. What's up, Dick?
Yay! Hey.
I didn't call y'all a bunch of dicks. I was talking to Dixie, and I said dicks. Marty just joined us. We'll get to all of that shortly. Toots. Oh, Toots. I think it's Trip and Toots. I think we had a change in the production meeting, and Trip and Toots. That's about it.
Toots is St. Patrick's Day, Toots.
And the diva herself, Mama Dixie. What's up?
Hey, y'all.
Well, listen, when you got the phone call to do this podcast, or to do this, I've been doing podcasts too long, but when you got the phone call to do this show, what did you think? Like, what was it? Dick, start with you.
Okay, I love going first. When
No
I
shit.
got the phone call from Taz, when I got the phone call from Taz about the Big Damn Jam, I was trying to play it cool in real life on the phone, but inside I was turning cartwheels. Taz and I have a history of working together.
Your
and
stomach
I always
was turning
knew...
cartwheels? Was that
No,
it? Your
I
stomach?
was turning cartwheels.
Oh,
I
God.
was
Just to
turning
clarify.
cartwheels in my mind.
Right.
In my mind, I was turning cartwheels because I was so excited.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm a woman of a more interesting age. I ain't turning cartwheels for real.
Yeah, your boobs would hit you in the face. Like,
At least.
yeah.
And so I was really excited, and I wasn't surprised because I always knew that Taz and I would work together again.
And that's what she said.
I believe this is the perfect vehicle for us to work together, and I couldn't be more thrilled.
Okay, what about Dixie's social media partner in crime? Toots, let's start with you. Ladies first. What did you think? I mean, you kind of got suckered into this, actually.
Well, first I had to find out what a Taz was, and then so I looked that up, and then I
Don't
realized,
Google Taz Cable. I promise. Don't. It's a
Don't.
porn industry ridden name.
And so I had no idea what I was getting into at all. But Taz is, a little
Taz.
unstable, fun, so I knew it would be a lot of fun, and I knew I'd probably laugh most of the time.
Well, we hope that continues. As long as you're not cussing, I don't care. Trip. Oh,
Well, me,
Trip is my new friend. Like Trip's never done radio before, and Trip's my new friend. He's my camping friend. He's my buddy.
I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Man. This is easy. Like, you know,
It's my show, bitch. I'll unplug your ass. I will unplug your ass.
With my commercial and background diving, it was a no-brainer for me to go into radio. So I got
Yeah, it's a great transition. It was accurate.
No, but you know, it's so easy though. It was comfortable because you asked me, and it was like, really? But it's like all you're gonna do is sit around like we do on the campfire and shoot shit on the radio, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, he's my
Done.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Marty Millsaps, you know, you were part of the vision from the very beginning, and I asked everybody and said, you know, do you guys want to do sports? Well, we did a few test shows, and I think everybody realized how hard content was to come up with, and they go, hey, how about that sports? You want to talk about sports?
I don't think it's a show without sports. I'm a sports fan from
It's not your
long
portion.
ago.
Calm down, Dixie. It's Marty.
No.
Marty's turn.
No, listen, I'm giving Marty the in. Marty, I'm
Oh.
a sports fan from long ago, and I think if you're going to have a show, you got to have a sports guy. You're the sports guy.
He's definitely the sports guy.
And you know, if I've thought about what I would want to do, you know, this is going to be more or less a national Southeast kind of show and not necessarily Blount County centric that I'm used to. So I started thinking, you know, what can I do? And you know, when I go through Facebook and all the other social media and things during the day, I always come across like old NFL films to where they have the highlights of old games. You know, I may want to do, you know, kind of this week in sports, you know, where are they now? Also, since I will be trying to get a sponsor for my segment, I would, you know, also want to, you know, involve the local high schools and, of course, Maryville College. But I want to get it to where, you know, it's got a zing that where everybody can catch on and want to listen to it, and it's not the same old boring recycled stuff that you get on ESPN hour after hour.
I think that's the directive of all of us, even in some most recent production meetings, is just, you know, we realize we're a 5 o'clock show, and taking people from the desk to the bar or to the stage or wherever we're taking them. You know, everybody's already had the morning show, and everything's been hashed over until 1:30, and the new stuff hadn't come out yet. So, you know, we're going to have to self-produce a lot of this. So, let's talk. Oh, sorry, Marty. Are you done, Marty? We do have a delay on you. Did you wrap that up?
Done.
Done, mother. None, mother. Let's do it.
Yes.
So, let's start with the boys this time. Marty, where's your
boys?
The boys always go first. But go ahead.
Oh God.
Go ahead, boys. Go ahead.
It is my show, Dix. I'm just saying.
Okay, but
Yeah,
I'm
just saying.
invited. I was
It's
invited
after-
here, Taz.
it's after
and
8
I'm
o'clock.
just saying. I was
It's
invited
after 8
here.
o'clock. Your time is.
I was invited here. And
What's
I
your
had a
hometown?
bottle of Chardonnay.
What's your hometown, Dix?
My
Childhood.
hometown?
Childhood hometown.
My childhood hometown, I grew up in a small town called Milan in West Tennessee.
Okay, shut up and get in the back. Shut up and get in the back of the bus now. Marty, where's your childhood? Where's your childhood hometown at?
I dropped my mic.
And my childhood is right here in Maryville, just outside of Knoxville. And funny that she mentioned Milan. You know, I do the broadcast for Oklahoma high school football, and we just defeated Milan pretty handily.
Yep.
In the last state championship.
Yeah,
game.
keep your ass in the back of the bus.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, Marty. I'm moving to the front of the bus. When I was in high school long ago and far away, Maryville High and Milan High often played for the state championship, and we would kind of take turns winning. So I've known about Maryville since I was a kid.
Yeah, and when I'm that broadcast too. I don't do that broadcast. I do the Alcoa one. But Wayne Kaiser, we have Wayne Kaiser and a student. They're handpicked by the athletic director to do that broadcast. It's kind of an experiment, and so far the first 2 years it's worked well. But Alcoa, my gosh, we've, I think, won, correct me if I'm wrong, we've won 15, how many? We've won 17 state championships since 2003.
Yeah, Alcoa has
okay,
on fire.
Stop. Trip, where's your hometown? Where's your childhood hometown?
My childhood hometown, I grew up in Florida in my very early years, growing all over the place. Panama City, I was up all around there. My dad was a Vietnam vet, and he came home and he went all over in the service. We went to Colorado. We were all over the country, but for most part of my life, I grew up in New Jersey, South Jersey.
Cool. Where you at? Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from?
Boston City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
South Jersey is different from North Jersey. So
is it true what they say about Jersey girls, though? Is it true?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And if you cross it, you're going to end up in concrete shoes, sweetheart.
While you're at, I know, mafia crap.
That's what I'm talking about.
While we got you, tell me about your pets. Tell me about your family. You got family. God dang, you got family.
You want to know about my family?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Well, notice I gotta
Set her up
first. Well, my husband and I moved down here, trip there down to Florida, and now we have our mom. Well, my mom.
Yeah.
And his parents decided they all wanted to live with us because we're just so much fun. So,
well, it sounds like you should probably want to talk about the pets and forget the family. I mean,
well,
I don't want to talk about my pets yet right now, Taz. My pets, I'm so aggravated with them. They fight all the time now. I get out of the shower, I'm naked. One dog comes in the room, sees the other dog. They jump up and bite. I pick one up. The other one bites up and bites me right in the head of my, now I got a winky smiley face in the head of, bleeding out the thing. They're just, I love them to death, really. And then
Marty,
she comes out, she gets bit in her boob. Take it away, Marty.
You got animals?
Yeah, you know Nixon. He's the going on 17-year-old Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And we've got a new puppy called Alice. That's Jackson's dog, which is my youngest son.
Yeah.
And she is a little over 6 months. We just had her fixed last week, and as the vet said, like to call her, she's very active.
Well, yeah. I know about those active dogs. Know about it.
Yeah, my dog needs gastric bypass surgery. So,
oh, my gosh.
Oh, God.
Poor girl.
Yeah, my cat's got a girl name, so we all got pet and family issues. When we come back, we're going to get to know these hosts with me just a little bit more. And, I have a lot of great individuals that have been behind me, and right here's one of them.
Have you heard?
Heard what?
Comedy Couple Tees will print anything on a shirt.
Anything?
Anything.
What if I can't think of something funny to put on a shirt?
That's okay. They have lots of funny shirts on their website to choose from, or you can create your own custom shirt. You can also get a custom mask, phone case, mouse pad, and so much more.
I bet it's expensive, though, right?
No way. You can get a full-color picture printed on a white shirt for only $20.
$20?
Yup, they have great prices.
Where can I find them?
ComedyCoupleTees.com. That's ComedyCoupleTees.com.
Comedy Couple Tees. We print anything on a shirt.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Jones, creator of Twisty Knot, the little fashion accessory that easily creates the perfect knot in your t-shirts. Check out my podcast episode with Taz from season 1 to hear my story about how I invented and patented my product. And please visit twistyknot.com to see easy tutorials of all the ways that you can use Twisty Knot. That's twist-t-knot.com. Use code podcast and get 10% off your order.
So, when the idea came around to do Crooked River Revival, I said that a live component needed to be on the radio station, and it couldn't just be artist songs playing over and over and over. So I thought, how do I put together something and not compete with something really that's already out there? So putting together a live show on location, with part of it being broadcast live like a typical radio remote, like live from Jim Cogdell Dodge, or we're here until 2 when they have tacos till 2. So taking that concept and putting it into marrying it with a studio concept, and continuing to support independent artists and support small businesses, and continue to be a small business ourselves, and continue to support the industry in which we are. You don't know who to call, and the very last person I called was Dixie.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No,
I don't. Yeah. So Dixie,
Save the best for last.
you know, you vomited in the beginning of my show, and
I did
and
not.
you vomited, and
I
you
did no
you,
such
you
of a
were
thing.
elaborating on our past and our
Yes.
history, and yeah. So you worked with me on a show called Bolivo. Everything starts with a B
Yep.
with me. Thank God. I moved to the
Yes.
C's with Crooked River Revival. It's crazy.
Coming up in the alphabet.
I know, I'm coming on up. So Dixie, we did have a good run. And what do you think since you left that run? Because a lot's happened to you since you left that run with me. What you
Should
finished
say
school
so.
actually, and then you got
did.
married actually.
I did.
And you went to Texas, and now you're back in Tennessee. What do you think has changed about you enough for this to even be happening right now?
Well, I think, for one, I'm not a poor, struggling college student like I
Oh.
was 12 years ago.
You mean that
when we were
shit
working
changes
together.
at some point in your life? Like,
Yes.
oh, I didn't
Yes.
know that.
And when Taz and I first met and began working together, I had raised my children. I got divorced after 20 years, and I raised my children, and I decided I wanted to go back to school and finish my degree, which I did. And while I was in school, Taz and I met through his show, Bolivo. And we just clicked right away. And about 5 minutes later, we were working together. And I was in college, and then, things happen and things transpire. And we did a little bit of internet TV work as well. And then I finished school, married my hot Texas cowboy dream come true, and moved to
Aw.
Dallas. I know, it's so sweet.
It's
And we moved
it's so
to Dallas.
sickening. It's sickening.
It really is, but
Ugh.
it's precious. And so in late 2016, we moved back to East Tennessee. It took us 18 months to find our farm, but we live between Knoxville and Chattanooga in the glorious East Tennessee mountains. We have 30 acres with cattle and horses.
That's amazing. That's
Yes,
absolutely
we
amazing.
love it out
What
here.
a difference 10 years makes.
Yes, yes,
It's incredible.
yes, absolutely. And I also bought the local coffee house that's on our historic town square in downtown Athens, Tennessee.
Oh my God, do you drown when it rains?
Yes, we drown when it rains. We're in a floodplain.
No, I was
And
calling you a
so
snob. I was calling you a
we-
barista snob.
No, I'm not a barista snob. No. Know me better than that.
That's funny. Marty, I'm sitting here looking at the rundown, and I'm like, oh, poor Marty. And I'm like, wait a minute. Sports is always last. Always.
It really is.
Yeah, so Trip, you hit on it just a little bit, but let's talk about you, like your I guess, Dixie, when we come back after the next break, let's talk about your segment. Trip, let's talk about your segment with the Big Damn Jam. What do you think will be the the inspirations behind what your topics or what your segments are going to be filled with? Where's that going to come from?
Well, it's going to be filled with entertainment. We're going to go to local areas and give you updates on local eateries and stuff. Just anything I can give you up to dates with. We're just going to have fun with it. We're going to roll. And
I mean, Trip, it's totally okay to say that you were given assignments for things that you love to do and you're already doing kind of anyway.
It is. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're really just enjoying this ride, and it's just going to take it to where it goes.
Yep. And sorry, Tootsie, I got Tootsie. I don't know why I keep trying to put an IE on it. I made the rundown correction and then made a big deal about ladies first, and I messed up. It's my fault. Sorry. So let's back up for just a second. This part won't be as clean as I thought it would be, but that's okay. But Toots, you're here because you're kind of you're a social media person, and you kind of got slung into it. But also, I don't know why I'm dry, and I have nothing around but alcohol to drink, so I'm just getting drier and drier. But you know, what's kind of been discovered for me in the last little bit is, you know, if the Trip, I can't even pass it up. Trip sent his biography, something that needed to be copy and pasted and put onto the website, handwritten on a goddamn notepad.
Yeah,
By my wife.
Who do you think Cam wrote it?
I think Toots did.
And I
Oh, my
said
God.
to him, I said, you need to voice to speech email Miss Dixie. And I see him take a picture of a piece of paper and send it as an email.
I would like for you to read in front of the class, Trip, the email that I was sent to you. Yeah.
True.
I said,
she was on
no
the
fucking
computer
way. Type
She
it.
was on the computer doing her thing, and he's like, forget it. I'll just snap it, send it. She's faster.
I'm looking so forward to your segments.
Oh, they'll be hysterical. You know that. Maybe. Sort of.
Marty, let's on Mondays we're going to get Marty. I don't think that Marty, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, sports on Monday, 1 day a week. I mean, when else do you do sports when you're doing sports at 5 o'clock in the afternoon? You know.
I know, right? Usually it's the Friday nights in the fall, and we'll be on prime time, drive time, more or less. And I'm going to mix it up a little bit. There's college basketball going on now. Not only nationally and in the Southeastern Conference, but also Maryville College right here in our hometown. I've got the guy that does football with me as my color analyst. He is now taking over for the broadcast at Maryville College basketball, and I'm going to get him to leak me some information and how they're doing and whether or not they qualify for the tournament. And then we'll also follow the SEC. You know, Tennessee is kind of, their basketball team is up and down this year bad. I don't really care for the NBA too much, especially since Jordan left, which was a long time ago. I'll keep it fun. I'm also going to mix in a little bit of music, maybe an album of the week too.
Yeah, you're good at that. Yeah, that vinyl stuff.
Right.
You and Trip actually need to work together and put some of this music that you like into doing a genre kind of the day or something. And maybe Trip can find some live shows and you spin some vinyl. So I'd love that.
That'd be cool. Live shows are, as of now, they're a thing of the past.
Well, no, shut up. We're scheduling live shows. I got tickets going on sale. We're actually introducing our headlining acts. Shut up.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm a live show. Monday through Friday, I'm a freaking live show, Marty.
Well, there are. I know that Robinella plays every month at Barley's, or now it is called Tavern.
Yeah.
You know, she's always got a good following. She's also a sweetheart and has a great kind of Loretta Lynn voice, I think, but maybe better.
Oh, I love me some Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
Miner's daughter.
Yeah, I've actually got on vinyl it was a demo copy for radio stations that they sent out. It's the album, and it's got all the information about the movie in it, all the news releases, and a bunch of it. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's cool if you've got it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that makes it cool. You got it.
We got more.
But yeah,
We got more. Sorry. We got a delay, but we got more when we come back.
Follow Taz the Podcast on your favorite podcast player now, or visit crookedriverrevival.com and visit the Taz the Podcast player page.
Get advanced information by following Taz the Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Listen to Taz the Podcast each week at 8 p.m. on crookedriverrevival.com, in-app, or enable the Alexa skill Crooked River Revival. Follow Taz the Podcast on your favorite podcast player now, or visit crookedriverrevival.com and visit the Taz the Podcast player page.
Get advanced information by following Taz the Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Listen to Taz the Podcast each week at 8 p.m. on crookedriverrevival.com, in-app, or enable the Alexa skill Crooked River Revival.
I really have high hopes for our Big Damn Jam, and it's not for the popularity of the people that host it, but it's actually what we bring from 5 o'clock every day to 8 o'clock every night is a support to artists and a support to venues, and a support to people here who need to hear good music.
Yes.
What are your hopes for the show that we're doing?
Well, this is Dixie, and I hope that we are famous beyond belief.
And rich.
And rich would be great. But you know what? I've always seen myself as a famous person. And so my hopes for this show, in all sincerity, are that we can support small businesses, we can support independent artists, we can support one another as hosts of the show, and that we can have a good time. I'm not going to waste my time doing something that I don't enjoy. Like I said earlier, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I've got limited time. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of the Big Damn Jam.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Consider yourselves warned.
YOLO.
What you think? What's your hopes, Marty?
I hope money.
Everybody's needing money.
Money.
How I'm going to bring this together, what my total segment's going to be, how I condense everything to make it listable to, people from Tennessee to California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our focus is Central, try to take some of your focus to Central Florida, and don't forget about Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
Yeah, that won't be a problem. That's easy. That's kind of, the Southeastern Conference, or in my world it is.
Yep.
So that won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Trip can do that in alphabetical order.
Oh, that's amazing. Is this something he's like auditioned for a show with or something? Like, is there a story?
Yeah.
Take it over, Trip. Do it.
Well, the first
All the
one,
states.
the Alaska. It goes Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Delaware,
But wait,
Florida, Georgia.
no. She said you could do them in order. Can you do just the states I mentioned in alphabetical order? Because that's talent. Reciting all the states in alphabetical order is not a talent.
He's been drinking for a minute.
What states did you say?
Let's see if you have Alzheimer's. We'll come back to that. We'll definitely come back. What's your hopes for the show, Trip?
My hopes for a show. Well, if I could just make people laugh and smile. I'm tired of the autograph fruit. being rich and famous. So it's somewhere between.
God.
Make you laugh and smile.
I've created a bunch of damn monsters.
You can
Give them 3 hours
show
on
and,
an internet stream, and they're screwed for life.
Well, you can listen to the average show. You can hear the stuff that comes straight from my brain out of my mouth, which sometimes is good, sometimes. What about you, Toots?
God help us.
Well, with me, my hopes and dreams are different. So
of course they are.
Well, yeah. My hopes are to meet new and interesting people, which I think I've already accomplished that.
Yeah, you've arrived. Yes. You've arrived, sister. You've arrived.
Yes. Let's emphasize the interesting part of that. But I would like to see, because this is Taz's brainchild, and I know that he gets this awesome sense of satisfaction from this, even though it may drive him crazy some days.
Bonkers.
But I want to see him happy, and
I love you.
Feel that sense of a kind.
That's why you have a seat at the table. That's exactly why you have a seat
I know
at
how
the
to
table.
brown nose with the best of them, baby.
What are you guys? Marty? What is your? What's one of your anticipations? Like, what's got you anxious about it?
Meet new people, having a new audience. I've always had the same audience. I've done Alcoa. I keep harping back to that since 2007. But it's going to be good to branch out, have new interviews, meet new people in the the sporting industry, whether it be coaches, athletic directors, athletes, outside of my little comfort zone.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good answer, Marty. That's a good way to brown nose right there. Tootsie, what you got?
He's still a rookie.
No, no, he's actually been doing this longer than we have. What's that?
You think he's been doing it longer than me?
Oh, yeah, I know. You've been doing it, 25 minutes?
25 minutes.
Yeah, no. Let's see, what are we at right? Yeah, we're at 32:12. You're pretty good there, Bern. Oh, shit. Toots. Tell me, what's something what are some of your anticipations of the show?
Anticipations. Well, I'm anticipating the Rock the River. I can't wait for that. I'm super excited about that in Yankeetown.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And I'm excited to see where you're going to end up as far as who you're going to talk to, people you're going to introduce to the show. But I also am really anticipating some new music and new artists.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Go ahead. I cut you off, but hope it wasn't the money shot. So I'm pretty good at yeah. So what's the end result? Like at the end of this road, or at the end of our season, what's the end result of this show? Like even as we close every day or every evening at 8:00, what's the end result, Trip?
Well, you mentioned that there are awards given out, so...
Oh, Jesus, God. Let's moving right along. Moving. Dixie, what's the end result for you?
The end result for me is for our listeners to have a good time, and I believe our listeners will have a good time when our host and I are having a good time.
Love it. Marty?
Just having people looking forward to tuning in. I mean, I hate terrestrial radio. It's the same old canned crap every day. It's guys yelling at each other on sports shows, arguing about something I hate.
Yep.
It's just manufactured Nashville crap for music that's out there now. I hate it. I hate everything on the radio. I don't listen to terrestrial radio. I haven't in about 7 years. I find my own music, and I do watch the SEC network.
Oh, there you go.
But I've got a few shows that I watch, but mostly I'm sports oriented and very music oriented.
Yeah, you are.
Hopefully I get a bit of everything to the show.
If you follow Marty on Facebook, you know he's got the music going on. He's posting many videos every day. What's the end result for you, Toots?
The end result for me, wow. of course, I always want to finish whatever I start, and and this one thing, you know, you asked me to do this and to help out, and I just want to see it through and have fun doing it.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Trip, I'll give you one more shot. What's the end result for you?
The end result is to put smile on people's faces and to discover a star that just lights up your face.
Aww.
We've already discovered so many of them. I mean, like, we drive down, and why aren't these on the regular radio? These are awesome songs.
Yeah, thank you.
People have not been discovered yet.
Thank you.
Right.
Fact.
Dixie, I want to thank you for being part of the Big Damn Jam. And additionally, I'd like to thank you for being here on Taz the Podcast to help us get that started. I'll go all the way down to the sports at the end of the row. And Marty, thank you very much. I appreciate you for giving the big attaboy. And if you'll check all your text messages, there might be another money offer there for you. And Toots,
Awesome.
You're just special. Like, you've been a special friend. You're awesome. And Trip, you're a brother from another. And I just want to let y'all know that I appreciate this opportunity to work with you guys, and I hope that we bring smiles to everybody's face and inform them, enlighten them, and most importantly, entertain them. And I'm glad that you guys are my sidekicks for that.
Thrilled to be here, Taz. Thanks.
Heart and kisses.
Yeah. I'm glad Marty's here, actually, because, you know, Taz, when you said you were going to do the sports and you said something about a football bat, I knew we were in trouble.
Yeah. I can relate. It's fine.
Taz actually broadcast the softball game one time.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's right. I can do the sports. Forgot about that.
Wasn't it on North Valley? We did
Yeah, I color commentated. Oh,
well, you are color.
I am definitely color.
I did too. I have color commentating in my background as well.
Yeah,
I have colored hair.
Yeah, and nails every day. I want to thank you guys by telling you that starting March the 1st, when we go live on crookedriverrevival.com, that the big Rock the River celebration tickets are going to go on sale starting March the 1st. And local Yankeetown and Inglis residents are going to be able to buy them at $12.50. That's 50% off of the $25 3-day pass. We're going to be announcing the headliners for the Rock the River celebration on March the 7th at 7 p.m. live on Crooked River Revival Radio. And guys, starting March the 1st, you're going to win them before you can buy them. Right here on the Big Damn Jam, starting at 5 o'clock on Monday. We're going to give away 20 tickets a day.
No way.
Stop it.
20 tickets a day, and that's on Crooked River Revival. I want to thank my host for joining me today, and we will see you guys live on the radio. I'm Taz Cable.
The Crooked River Stage on the Withlacoochee River. Independent artist Jessica Lind. Cooper Greer.
Brown-haired, blue-eyed girl standing there swinging them long brown curls.
Bonnie May. We are Crooked River Revival. Radio, podcast, and live shows. Enable your Alexa skill today. Crooked River Revival.
Follow Taz the Podcast on your favorite podcast player now, or visit crookedriverrevival.com and visit the Taz the Podcast player page.
Get advanced information by following Taz the Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Listen to Taz the Podcast each week at 8 p.m. on crookedriverrevival.com, in-app, or enable the Alexa skill Crooked River Revival.